Namaste. Hello, my yoga friends. Welcome to another gentle yoga session with Lisa from St. Martin. And I'm so happy that you're here today to join me in a little stretching and breathing and getting in touch with our inner selves and the body that we inhabit, all of its strength, vitality, and just awareness. Awareness of this moment. You are here now. Breathe, and let's begin. I'm going to start a little closer to the camera today because I'm just going to work on the neck at first. So wherever you're seated is fine. Do try to have your back straight and shoulders, push them back and drop them down. Lengthen the neck, relax the arms and shoulders, and just begin to move the head a little bit this way and that, sort of wobbling the head back and forth, allowing the neck to wake up and become aware that we're about to do some yoga. Breathe as you move, and move as you breathe. Hi, good morning, and nice to see you guys. Hi, all the people from Joga, Melinda, and everybody. Take a breath as you come up. Exhale as you drop your ear down towards the shoulder, and do try to keep that other shoulder down. Take a breath as you come up. Exhale as you drop down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And bring the head up. Big inhale, hands to prayer pose. Push it up. Breathing in. Down to the heart, exhale, let's bow the head. And sit quiet for a moment in between the breaths. Push it up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it down, and sit quiet as you wait for the next breath. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, drop it down. And allow the hands to just rest on your legs for a moment. Revisit that straight spine, shoulders back and down. Keep the back straight and drop the head forward. Drop the chin to the chest or as far forward as it'll go. Relax your belly, and that will allow the head to drop even farther forward. Imagine your head is so heavy, it's just so very heavy, it wants to go straight down. Let it go. Every time you exhale, let it go even farther forward and down. Let's move the chin just 1 inch to the right and keep allowing the head to drop forward and down as you exhale. Relax the belly so the head can really drop down forward and let go all the tension in the neck. Let's go 1 more inch to the right. Continue to stretch the back of the neck and relax. Don't force it. Let it just relax and be heavy. Now slide the chin back to the middle and sit quiet for a moment as you breathe. Now let's go 1 inch to the left. Stay right here. Relax the back of the neck, relax the belly, and keep the back straight so the back of the neck is really stretching. And you may feel a particular spot feels a lot of tension. If you do, just try and breathe your breath right into that spot. Send the energy of your healing breath into that spot and give it love. It's just asking for a little attention. Give it to it. Let's go 1 more inch to the left, halfway or so towards the armpit. Stretch and breathe. Relax. Don't force it. And now slide the head back to the middle, and let's just slowly move left and right, the chin tracing the collarbone. Breathe as you move as you breathe. And slowly begin to bring the head up. Continue to breathe, continue to move left and right. Thank you so much for that. Now this is your time, so make this count for you. Enjoy your yoga. Breathe. Allow yourself to be. Feel the body. Feel the spirit. And let's go ahead and just lay down on our yoga mat. You may want to have a pillow handy, or even two pillows, because we're going to go a little side to side. So if you want, if you have a pillow, you could put it to the side of your hip about 6 or 8 or 10 inches out. And then another pillow on the other side, same distance out. That'll get you ready for what we're going to do next. Let me scoot a little farther away so you can see the whole body. Lay back down and let your arms just come to the side of the body, out, slightly out. And let's bring the knees in. Heels are close to the hips. Knees are bent and up. We're just going to drop them to the left and then drop them to the right. Let them flop back and forth. They may even end up on those pillows, so they can really just flop left and right like windshield wipers. Keep breathing as you move. Allow them to be loose in the hips, loose in the pelvis, back and forth. Breathing in and out slowly with awareness and intention. As you do this, notice what your feet are doing. Are they rolling from one side of the heel to the other side, from the inside to the outside? Allow that to be a little bit of a massage on the bottom of the feet. All right, we're nice and loose now. Let's stretch the legs up and circle the ankles. Circle the ankles in opposite directions. Inside the other way, turn them around. Let's flex the ankles and point the toes. Flex as much as you can so you really feel a stretch in the Achilles tendon. Point the toes like a ballerina. Flex and point, keep breathing. Keep breathing, keep flexing and point. Let's flex one and point the other, so we're kind of alternating the feet. Very gentle, very nice, just stretching and feeling the feet point and flex. All right, flex both ankles, hold that flex and bend the knees. Bring it down and push it up. Let's bring the hands right up next to the thighs, so your hands are resting on your thighs. So as your legs flex down, your hands slide along the thighs to the knees and back down towards the hips. Just feeling that connection, that comforting feeling of the hands on the legs as you stretch the legs up, point the toes, flex the ankles, bring it down, and push it up, point the toes. Flex the ankles, bring it down. Let's do that 10 more times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, point the toes at the top, flex at the bottom. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the legs up. Let's reach with the hands as well. Reach the fingers and the toes straight up to the ceiling. Bring your head off the mat, round the back. Reach for the ceiling. Keep breathing. And then slowly come down. Let's stretch the legs out, arms overhead. Make the body as long as possible. Stretch long like you just woke up from the most delicious sleep of your life. Make a little yawning noise if you want to. And now we're just going to bring up one leg. Let's bring the left leg up first. Reach both hands towards the leg. Oh my goodness, we're getting some rain outside right now. Stretch the leg up and down a few times. And let it just relax the foot. The leg could be straight or bent. If the leg's a little bent, don't worry about it. That's fine. Now we're going to bring the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Stretching the back of the leg, the hamstring and the hip. Bring it close to the face and back to vertical. This is your range of motion. So accept whatever that range of motion is with gratitude. And I'm just going to listen to the rain for a minute here. This is beautiful. right, we're going to let that leg go all the way down. Let it go down slowly, like the second hand on the clock. And we'll pick up the other leg now. The right leg is up. Just let it rest there for a minute. Maybe bend it up and down a few times. Release and relax the foot. Allow the knee to bend if it needs to or wants to. And reach with both hands. Grab the leg. Gently bring it a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Stretching the hamstring and the hip gently. With a lot of breathing. Breathe as you stretch so the air really gets into those tissues. Fresh oxygen to all the cells that so often don't get much attention. Stretch and breathe. Your body will thank you. Stretch and breathe, yes. All right, let that leg drift slowly down to the floor. And let's do one more long body stretch with a good morning yawn. Really make those rib cages get as large as they can. Inhale and expand the rib cage out as you breathe in. All right, now we're going to bring up the left leg and the knee is bent. Cross it over to that pillow on the other side of the body. You'll roll up onto the right side of your hip. And then bring it back and put it down on the floor. Bend the right leg up. Cross the knee over to the pillow on the left side of the body. If you don't need a pillow, that's fine. You can just bring your knee all the way to the ground. Either way is perfect. Bring the leg back and stretch it out long on the floor. Back and forth. We're going to go back and forth a few more times. Stretch it out. Bend the right leg. Cross it over and bring it back. Bend the left leg. Cross it over and bring it back. All right, let's take the right leg, cross it over, and let it rest for a minute. Just let it stay here. Now think about your spine, getting a nice little twist here, very gentle. Relax through the spine. Relax through the hips and the legs and the arms. Breathe. If you have to think about anything right now, don't think about your to-do list. Don't think about things you're going to do later on in the day or things you didn't do yesterday. Let all that stuff drift away. Just think about breathing and relaxing. Three more nice, long, slow, deep, full breaths. Really let go all the tension in the body and the mind. Rain seems to have stopped. Bring the leg up, stretch it out long on the ground. Long body stretch. Beautiful. Let's bring the other leg up now. Cross it over and relax. Really tell yourself to relax. Scan through the spine and ask each section, are you 100% relaxed? To the back, arms overhead, one more long body stretch. And bend those knees, place the feet close to the hips again. Reach the hands up. You may want to walk your toes a little bit away from your hips. We're going to bring the body up to a seated position with one slow sit-up. One slow sit-up, straight up. Up, straight up, and then place the hands on the knees. Hands are on the knees, round the back, and drop the chin to the chest, and hang back with straight arms on the hands clasping onto the knees. Now bend the elbows and bring the body close to the legs. Arch the back, chin the shoulders, back and down, and and lift the face, lift the chin and the nose, the forehead. Breathe in. Exhale, round the back. Drop the chin to the chest, straighten your arms, and if you want, you can pick your toes up. That'll let you sit even farther back on your tailbone or your lower back. Exhale all your air out. Then bring yourself back up, arch the back, shoulders go back and down, lift your face, breathe in. Put the toes down on the ground, and then slide back. Bring those toes up, heels stay on the ground. Let's do that 3 more times, faster. All right. Take a minute to come back to your regular seated position, the easy position, where the legs are crossed. If this doesn't work for you, you can have your legs out in any position, that's fine. Right, stretch the arms straight out and go like a little glider flying through the air, zooming around. Let one hand, let's let the right hand drop down and the left hand stretch straight up. Look at the hand in the air and really stretch from fingertips all the way down to your hip. Stretch it straight up, reach as high as you can as if you're really trying to touch the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, let the shoulders sink back down into the shoulder socket, and then we reach over. Sideways stretch. Feel the stretch in the fingertips, in the forearm, in the elbow, in the tricep area, all the way into the armpit and the side of the ribs. Stretch everything and give a good breath in and out. Reaching up again and all the way over back to the glider, gliding through the air. We're going to drop the left hand down now, let it rest on the ground, and stretch the right hand straight up. Look up at your fingertips and reach as high as you can. Breathe in. Reach, 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 up, 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 up. Yes, and then exhale, let the shoulders sink back down into the socket. And over goes the arm, stretching through the armpit, the rib cage on the side, the waist. You may even feel it down in your hip or your buttock. And then all the way to the fingertips, to the palm of the hand and the wrist. Stretch everything and breathe. Enliven your tissues with air and stretching. Let the fluids move. Let's come back up, back to airplane or glider. Have a little fun with it. And then come back to the middle. Let's turn the palms up. Touch the hands over the head with straight arms, breathing in. Palms facing out. Push it down as if you're pushing against some nice soft pillows on the side or big fluffy mattress. Push it all the way down to the mat. Exhaling all the way down. Palms up. Bring it up, breathe in. And push it down. Arms up, breathe in. Palms out, push it down. Arms out to the side. Now we're going to close the arms. Fingertips come together. Bow the head between your biceps. Inhale, bringing the arms out to the side. Send the hands way back, as far back as they'll go. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit. Breathe in, lift your face. Exhale, arms together, bow the head. Breathe it out, in, and stretch the arms back and out. 3 more times. Exhale, close it. Open. Inhale. Exhale, close it up. And inhale. Close it. And arms out to the side. We're not done with the arms yet. We're going to do the water waves. Shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips. Take a minute to try and do this movement the opposite direction. We have one way that dominates, but it's good for the brain to try and do it the other way. Although it's really awkward feeling, it's good to try. Yes, arms up. Interlock your fingers, stretch it straight up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring those interlocked hands right in front, round the back, and push the hands forward. Drop the head. Exhale. Sit tall, bring the hands straight up. Inhale. And now bring the hands to the back of the head and send the elbows way back. Stretch it straight up. Breathe in. Round the back. Bring those interlocked fingers in front and drop the head. Exhale. Separate the hands. And let's bring the hands behind the body and interlock the fingers back there. Straightening the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades. Drop your head forward. If your arms can't go straight, if you're limited there, you can use a belt or a strap or a fabric or even your shirt. Drop the head forward and relax the neck, stretching the arms straight back. And then lift the face, and see if you can drop your head back a little bit, lifting the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades. All right, release and relax the arms. Let's shake them out a little bit. Let your arms go crazy a little bit, like one of those balloon men in front of the gas station. All right. All right, let's stretch in a forward bend. So I'm going to turn a little sideways. Stretch your legs straight out. Now you may like to pull the flesh away from your sitting bones so you feel that connection through the sitting bones into the earth. Give you a good foundation. And from those bones hitting the mat, you lift. Push down against the bones to lift through the spine to the top of the head. Stretch it straight up. And we're going to reach beyond our toes, looking down at our knees so your neck is straight. Reach. Keep reaching. Beyond your toes, reach, reach, reach. Feel the stretch in the back and the back of the legs. Vibrant stretch for the back of the body. And let's put the hands on the floor and push ourselves back up. We're going to bring one leg in. Now this bent leg can be a little bent or a lot bent, whatever feels right for you. Stretch it straight up again. Reach. And reach beyond your foot. Look down at the leg so your neck is straight. Hold this and just keep reaching and stretching. To the floor, push yourself up. Let's do the other leg, straighten that one. Then second leg, stretch it up. Inhale. Exhale, bend forward, reaching beyond your foot, looking down at your leg, neck is straight. Keep holding this position, stretch and breathe. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, and let's do a double leg stretch again. Both legs stretch straight out. We're going to reach towards the toes and maybe even grab a hold of the feet this time. Grab a hold of the feet. See if you can really straighten your back and lift your head at a 45-degree angle so that your back and your head and your neck are straight, aiming for the top of the wall on the opposite side of the room. So we're really stretching the back in a straight angle, a 45-degree angle. Hold and breathe. Keep breathing, keep holding. It's pretty intense, a little bit spicy in the back of the legs. All right, release, come back up. Let's do a spinal twist here. A little stronger than the one we did when we were reclined. Bring the right leg. Do be careful with right and left here. Pay a bit of attention. So the right leg bends and crosses over the left knee. The left arm reaches forward and then wraps around that knee, or you can just grab the knee in your hand. Okay, your right arm is going to stretch forward and then it's going to travel behind at a horizontal plane. Let me move a little bit. The arm travels behind and it's going to go all the way behind the body and rest on the ground behind your right hip. You're going to look over your right shoulder And your straight leg can have the ankle flexed. Keep that leg kind of awake. Looking over your back shoulder. Send your eyes all the way to the right corner of your eye sockets. Keep breathing. If you want a more strong and intense stretch, hug that knee into your chest even stronger. And then breathe in and bring the hand up behind you. Exhale, bring it forward. Both hands reaching forward. Uncross your legs. Let's reach above our toes as if you're holding a beach ball right above your toes, and then bring it over your head and back to your chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale when the hands are coming up. Exhale as you reach over your toes, bring it up. And exhale. Three more times. All right, now we're going to twist around the other way. So bend the left leg, cross it over the right knee. Right arm reaches out, forward, and then wraps around the knee, or you can grab the knee in your hand. Then the left hand reaches forward, it travels behind the body all the way back as far as your hand can go. Drop it down behind your left hip. And use that arm to splint the spine nice and straight. Beautiful posture. Looking over the left shoulder, send your eyes to the left corner of your eye sockets. If you want to put a yoga mudra on your hand, that's beautiful. Keep that straight leg ankle flexed so your leg is not asleep down there. It's awake and connected to the rest of the body. Keep breathing, and if you want a stronger stretch, you hug the leg in, and that'll turn you around even more. Think about your spine being like wrung out like a washcloth, bringing out all the old fluids, toxins, waste products. And then as we lift the hand behind us, breathe in. Bring the hands, both hands reaching forward. Uncross your legs. And let's hold that beach ball in front of our chest again. This time we're going to go up with the beach ball and then over the toes and back to the chest. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Fresh fluids flowing in to the spine, the muscles of the back, the hip, hamstrings. Breathing in. Hold onto your feet, grab the feet. Let me shift a little bit so you can see. Grab your feet and hold again that 45-degree angle. Straight back. Now we're going to allow ourselves to relax. So just allow the legs. Take your hands off your feet and put your hands on the side of your legs. Allow the legs to open out. Knees will bend a little bit. And you're just going to fold forward with a rounded back and just stay in this nice little relaxed position with the head dropping forward. If you want, a pillow can rest here. Even two pillows can rest here. Just relax for a minute. And then push against the ground. Push the ground away to bring the body up. And let's try a little bit of a straddle stretch. Open the legs out. Allow the legs to go as far as you're comfortable with. Don't overstretch. Don't force anything. The inner thigh is very easily disturbed and pulled, so we don't want to do any damage. We just want a nice stretch and breathe this morning. Yeah? So as you're seated with your legs apart, let's breathe, let the ankles flex. Let the ankles flex and point. for a minute. Wake up the legs again. And then take your hands and just place them on the inside of your knees and roll the legs out and in. Relax the legs, let them be sort of floppy. And just let them roll back and forth, back and forth. All right. Now slide your right hand down your leg towards the right ankle, bringing the ear a little bit close to the knee. And the other arm can come up and over. Bring it back, bring the body up, and slide that left hand towards the left ankle. Right arm comes up and over. And now we're going to do a little bit of a graceful move with the arms. Up and over, up and over. Keep breathing. Up, place the hands before you on the floor and bend the elbows a little bit and push back. Stretching the inner thigh gently. And let's stay down for a moment and then push back. Bring the legs in. And let's do the hero pose where we're sitting up on our knees, sitting on our toes. Now, we're trying to introduce a new pose, which is a little bit spicy in the feet, but it's really good for bringing energy into the entire body, starting with the toes and the feet and the heels and the arches, which is to turn those toes under. Reach down and grab your little toe, make sure it's in line with the other toes. Your knees are more or less together, and the body is sitting tall. Now, if this is too much for you, you can put a pillow under your knees. And that takes a little bit of the weight off of your toes. If it's too much for your knees, there's also the option of sitting like that. And if you just don't like it at all and you're not willing to try, you can always sit like that. But do try, because it is a good posture for bringing strength into the feet, which brings strength into the whole body. So now as we wait and let the legs kind of feel that stretch in the feet, we're going to bring the arms up and down. Push it up, breathe in, bring it out. Bring the arms up, breathe in, prayer hands down. Three more times and we'll come out of this posture. Yes. All right, come on out. And so let's work our shoulders a little bit, squeeze them up and back. Rounding and rolling the shoulders up by the earlobes and down. Let's go the other way. Let's make them like bicycles. And the other way, backwards bicycle. Now we're going to bring both shoulders forward and try and move the chin back like a turtle sticking its head back in its shell. And then bring the chin forward and the shoulders back. Back and forth and breathe. All right, relax. Just the right shoulder circling around and backwards. Left shoulder relaxes. All right, now just the left shoulder. Circle it around and back. Hands are on the knees. Just shift your shoulders forward and let's look over the right shoulder. Right shoulder comes forward. Look over the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders just like that. Slowly turn the head to look over your left shoulder. And back and forth, breathing as you move. up and down with the shoulders, up by the earlobes, down as far as they'll go, up and down. All right, now left shoulder's coming forward, right shoulder's going back. Look over your right shoulder. Sorry, look over your left shoulder. And slowly look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, left. Exhale, look right. All right, relax. Roll the shoulders a few more times. Shake it. And then swing arms. Let's give ourselves a hug. And walk your fingers back a little farther than they naturally want to go. So you're really crossing those elbows. And then give yourself that beautiful caressing hug. Reach the arms straight out and cross them the other way. Hug the other way. Walk the fingers back behind the shoulders a little bit. And squeeze. And roll and shake. All right, beautiful. Let's get out onto our hands and knees for a little cat and cow. Okay, you're up on your hands and knees, yep. Spread those fingers out wide, spacing between the fingers, and press the fingertips into the mat, especially your thumb and forefinger. And keep your shoulders pushed away from your ears, so your arms are really working hard to keep the shoulders high and lifted. Dropping the head and arching the back up, drop the tailbone. And then sway the back down and lift the face, lift the tailbone. Back and forth. Swaying and arching, cat and cow. Breathe as you move. Now this is one of the nicest things you can do for yourself on a daily basis. And you don't really even have to be down on the floor. You can do it with your hands on the back of a sofa or chair or a table or the wall. Just letting your back really keep flexible, keep fluid, keep youthful. We don't want to be stiff. We don't want to have aches and pains. We want to be able to move like we did when we were younger. So do a little cat and cow every day. All right, let's come down onto the forearms and stretch one leg back, put the toes on the ground, and stretch back through a straight leg for a 30-second hold, stretching the hamstring, the Achilles tendon, the calf muscle, and the arch of the foot. Keep breathing, keep stretching, and try to keep that leg straight. You're really pushing back, straight leg, pushing back through the heel. You're about halfway there. Keep breathing. All right, put the knee down and sit back on the pose of a child. Allow yourself to relax for a minute. The forehead comes to the mat. Pose of a child, wonderful relaxation pose. Catch your breath a little bit. And when you're ready, come back up onto the forearms, down on your forearms. Stretch your other leg back, put the toes on the ground, and push back through a straight leg for a 30-second stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch that back heel, Achilles tendon, calf muscle, arch of the foot. Keep breathing. Almost there. Keep pushing. Keep breathing. All right. Put the knee down and let's come back to cat and cow, arching and swaying. Remember, your fingers are working. Push those fingertips into the mat. Keep the hands active and engaged. All right, we're going to take a regular table position, and let me see if I can stretch out the back leg. Yeah, I was afraid I would hit the wall. Stretch out the left leg and put the toes on the ground. Take your right hand and place it right under your shoulder, and then turn the body up on its side, reaching the left hand into the air. Reaching up over and curl your arm around your head, touch your ear. Come back and touch your hip. Up. Touch the ear. Stretch it straight out and touch your hip. 3 more times. All right. We're going to come down. I'll turn around so I can keep looking at you. Let's do it the other way. Stretch the right leg out, toes on the ground. Make sure your left hand is right under your shoulder and bring the other arm straight up. Reach it up. Curl the arm around the head so your fingertips touch your ear. And then back all the way down with the straight arm to touch your hip. Breathing as you move. Feel the stretch in the side body. Times. 2 and 3. Let's come back to cat and cow, arching and swaying. And now we're going to try and push up into hovering table, which means you're just going to take your knees about 1 inch off the ground. So plant those hands strongly on the mat, turn the toes under, and pick the knees up just 1 inch. Hold and breathe. If you like a little extra challenge, try and pick up one leg or the other leg. But we're fine just to hold the hovering table for a few more moments. And now we're going to go straight into downward dog. Lift the hips and straighten the legs. Find the right position for your feet so you have an inverted V shape to the body. Move a little bit. Try to have the back more or less straight and drop the head down between the arms towards the mat. Lift the tailbone, stretch through the arms, stretch through the back, stretch through the back of the legs. Let's walk the dog. This is downward dog, so walk your feet and really shift your hip left and right as you walk. Shifting the hips, lifting one heel and then the other. Keep breathing. All right, let's bring both heels way up. You're up on your toes. Lift the tailbone, push back with the hands as if you're pushing your tailbone towards the top of the wall behind you. Push back and up. Keep breathing. And slowly keep the body just in that position, but drop the heels down to feel a lovely stretch in the back of the legs again. And then soften your downward dog and bring one foot forward. Now a lot of people, including me, have to grab the leg and bring it forward. And we're going to come into a crescent lunge. And this is a good stretch for the front of the thigh. Drop the hips down and lift the face. And then straighten the leg and drop the face towards the knee. 3 times. Drop the hips down, lift the face. Straighten the front leg and bring your face close to your knee. Crescent lunge down. And triangle even farther down. Hips come down. Hips come up, face goes down. All right. Back to downward dog. Bring that leg back and just do a nice stretch for downward dog. Relax and stretch into it. And let's try the other side. Bring the foot forward. Again, I have to grab my leg, and that's perfectly all right if you have to do that too. To get that leg to come up in between the hands. And crescent lunge, drop the hip down. Feel that stretch on the back of the thigh, or the front of the thigh. Lift your face. Bring the hips high and drop the face towards the knee. Straighten that front leg. Crescent lunge, lift the face, drop the hips. Drop the face, lift the hips, push back. 3 more times. Crescent lunge, face up. And drop the face, straighten the front leg. Exhale. And then back to downward dog. Really push back and drop the head between the arms, lift the tailbone back and up. See if you can bring your feet together so your big toes are touching. Put all your weight on one foot and let the other foot just hang out. And then if you want, you can take that loose leg and let it point to the wall behind you for three-legged dog. If you're feeling quite keen, you can lift it straight to point up at the ceiling. It's a lovely stretch. Bring it down and switch feet. The right foot just hangs out while the left foot takes the body's weight. Point to the wall behind you if you want to. And even up all the way towards the ceiling. And then bring the legs down. And let's drop it down to a wide-legged pose of a child for a rest. Your knees are wide, but your toes are together. The chest and the face come down, and arms can be in front or back behind, resting on the mat by your feet, palm up. Whichever way your face is pointing, let's pick up the body and let the face turn the other way for another relaxing few moments. And then come back up and work your way up to standing. How you doing? I had to shift you a little bit. Let me shift you back. All right, let's do mountain pose. Let's make sure our feet are pointing forwards, toes are pointing forwards, heels are right under the hips. And then push down on the 3 points of each foot. So that's the center of the heel and behind the big toe, behind the little toe on those balls of the feet. Push down there to lift through the arch. Lift through the legs, lift the knees and the thighs, tighten up the belly, lifting the belly up and tilting the pelvis so that the bottom points down towards your heels. Then we lift through the sternum, lift through the top of the heart, through the throat, through the chin, through the top of the forehead. Feel the energy rising through the front of the body all the way up to the top of the head. And then imagine it's like a waterfall cascading down your backside, splashing into a pool of water behind your heels. And the arms just roll the shoulders back and then let them hang naturally from the shoulders. So the energy's rising about through the front of the legs. As you inhale, you feel it rise. Oh, man. So arms are going to come up. This is mountain pose, so as your arms come up, visualize the sun rising on the mountain. Reach it up, breathe in. Exhale, arms come down, sunset on the mountain. Breathing in, sunrise on the mountain. Keep the energy flowing upward through the legs, through the body, through the top of the head. Exhale, arms come down. Bring it up one more time, reach it up. Stretch both arms up. Keep the left arm reaching up, let the right hand slowly sink down and watch it as it goes. Let it hang next to your leg there. Look at it down there. Stretch the other side up. really relax the arm and shoulder on the one side, while the other side actively reaches up. Stretch and breathe. Relax your mind. Be here, be now. Bring that hand up, breathing in. Stretch both sides up. And let the left side drop down now. We look at the hand as it sinks. Let it hang there. Reach the other side up as we look down at the left side. And lift the hand up, breathing in. Stretch it up. Bring the prayer hands down. And let's take a warrior stance. We're going to spread the legs out. And bend one side, then the left side, let's do. Turning the toes on the left foot along the length of your yoga mat. Your right foot is across the width of your yoga mat, and the back leg is straight. The front knee is right over the ankle or heel. Lifting up through the body, but sinking down through the hips. So there's a strength, stretching through the spine. The top of the head reaches up, the pelvis sinks down. And there's a lot of strength in this leg, this front leg. But also push back with your back leg. Make sure that foot is feeling a lot of weight as well. So balanced between the 2 feet. And your body is open to the side. The hips are open, shoulders are open to the side. Arms stretch out, look over your front hand, your left hand, your fingertips. Feeling your strength of your body, your confidence of your personality. Know that you can accomplish your goals. You're a warrior, you're fierce and strong. Breathe strongly. Let's do the graceful warrior. We drop the back hand and lift the front hand and then arch back gracefully, curving the hand back. And then slowly come back to warrior, which is actually warrior 2. The back hand is going to come forward to jump to join the front hand. And when you do that, your back foot may pivot a little bit so it's not exactly perpendicular to the mat. And as you bring your prayer hands to your forehead, watch your balance and bow down over that knee. And then Tai Chi, slowly bring the arms around like a Tai Chi move back to warrior 2. Swing your back arm as if you've got a bowling ball and you're swinging it, and step with that momentum up to mountain pose. Stepping strong up, breathe in. Step back, warrior 2 on the other side. I'll turn around so I'm open to the camera. So now the right foot is the forward foot. Right foot is parallel to the mat. Left foot perpendicular to the mat. Knee is over the heel. Weight in both feet. Body open to the side. Hips sink down. Chest rises up. Lengthening through the body, lifting through the top of the head. We stretch the arms out. Look over your front fingernails. Breathe. Feel powerful, feel strong, feel confident, feel capable. You can do it. Whatever it is that you want to do, believe in yourself. You're a fierce warrior. Back to graceful warrior, arching back. And back to warrior 2. The back hand joins the front, give it the foot and back. Find your balance, be careful. Prayer hands to your forehead, bow over your knee for humble warrior. And then swirl the arms back in a graceful Tai Chi move back to warrior 2. Hold it strong. Swing your back hand up, standing mountain. Prayer hands down. And allow yourself to sort of curl forward like a question mark. We're going to bend the knees, we're going to round the back, tuck the belly in and curve like a shell. Let your head be very heavy. Bring the fingers down to the floor, rounding the back even more, bending the knees even more. And then slowly straighten up. When you get to the top, lift the heart, lift the face, shoulders back and down, breathe in. time, curl like a shell. Bend the knees, round the back, drop the head. All the way till the fingers touch the floor. Exhale. And slowly coming up. Let's lift. Gather some air in front of your knees. Lift it up to your heart. Breathe it in. Exhale. Push it down by your heels. Bend the knees. Scoop up some air. Breathe it in. Shove it down to your heels. One more time. Breathe it in. And shove it down. Go ahead and have a seat. So I got my St. Martin Heineken Regatta t-shirt on, promoting my island. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. And let's end our yoga with an Om. You can join me and I'll feel the vibrations through the internet coming at me. And it doesn't have to be all beautiful like a song. It's your vibration of your energy. So we're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in and begin. Namaste, yogis. I hope to see you again on Thursday at this same time. Until then, keep doing your yoga. Take it with you wherever you go. Keep breathing and feeling the alignment of your body and the strength of your body and the vibrancy of your energy. Believe in yourself. You can get through this difficult time. We're all doing it together. And stay safe. Namaste.